have saved more if they knew they were slaves, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. Sin popped a cherry and begat a damnation. Involuntary emancipation. Man, I'm just pacing. Amidst the man I'm facing, I kept my standing station. Me give standing ovation. Yes, we didn't ask for this shit. Let me spit. In a way, the movement lost its way when it lost Che with the aid of U.S. Green Beret. 10-9-6-7, the execution day. I exhumed Che. From the throat, I spit notes of guerrilla warfare. Feel no remorse here. Feel the source here. Even the score here. 40 acres in a tool, and we're pushing for more shares. When Bush brings a leak, I'm checking for forced air. Involuntary emancipation. The market free for white corp to do whatever it wants. You're free to spark weed mixed with Arab corner store blunts. Tall tales from Katrina News exaggerate scenes. Velvet speaker cops looting and bagging New Orleans. Power elite will shower the streets, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy, repeat. The power elite will shower the streets, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Yes, we detest, but less we test, collect the best, and we address this effing mess. We will arrest this contest, and we invest. Progress must sweat, but let no regrets to attest. Involuntary emancipation. See, we could have saved more, but they didn't know they were slaves. I don't even think they cared that they were slaves. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged. But see, they're true to their ways. Involuntary emancipation. I must confess sadly, whether it's the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next year. I said, I must confess sadly, whether we're talking about the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next tear. Perhaps not very long after the stench from the beloved shells of the dead have gone and rotten. Amidst the next slice of hell, the living dead will have forgotten. Please believe me, it's easy. After all, we're just refugees. See, yes, we're all just refugees. Trust, when I say all, it's in a sense of us, not all in a sense of y'all. No. Essentially, what I'm discerning is if Mother sent a great natural burning to the alleys and avenue of Mount Vernon, I too would be a refugee. A haughty look goes right before you descend. You naughty, crooked, spiteful children. The great mother has been dissed, mistreated, mom is pissed. She's heated, she's blown a top. She's dysfunctional from global warming. The noble warning, your scientists told you. And now that she's vocal, unstoppable scorn. From the pit of her belly, she spits tropical storms. But look, it's not like you weren't warned. You wrote the book. Involuntary emancipation. See, we couldn't save those cats because they didn't think they were slaves. And even the ones that knew, they didn't care that they were slaves. There wasn't nothing that we could do. Nothing we could do. And then moms cry, as they mourn in the morn. I rise to rise raised despite the craze. Let the Almighty be praised. Don't choose the news, why bother these days? The extent of the third George's tour, the intent of the Third World War. George won't relent from the oppressed. He's a dreaded pestilent. He's worth more in a hand than a blend of other dead presidents. So says the misled residents dwelling in this dead residence. And this is my testament as I spit on their presidents. It's been hell since the moment he stole office. And L was drove in the red, white, and blue old coffin. The few, the proud grew in numbers and started to come round more often. It's a police state, an overseas thug state. For Pete's sake, when do we seek the uptake? Everybody's buying plastic and duct tape. It's drastic enough to drive an old nut straight. Frustrated frustration. But you must wait, friend, because fools rush straight in, becoming food for the taking. Time in its true consideration, or else face ruthless obliteration. You must wait, friend.
live and make some money off dreams that people been making off my dreams. You know, people been doing everything I dream about. Electricity, no good. You know I ain't gonna go for nothing like that. I pull a plug out, you know what's gonna be happening. Ain't nothing gonna be happening. We are the ones that been waking up the world. You don't want me to go to sleep. Pull the plug out of you and you'll be dead. I got you at home in Lean that was invented back in 1930 something. You know the piano roll? Still that how hit it. I went to buy somebody's house. A woman was making love to me.
We about to get it. We about to get it. We about to get it. Oh, it's about to go down. All right, family. Sorry for the delay. Get the stream up. Going down here the journey. I'm excited. Made some steps. On our way, moving to mastery. Oh man, I'll be right back. I got my water. I'm back. Forgot the glass. How you gonna do the toast without the glass? Can't do the toast without the glass. Alright. Alright, those of you that might be stopping in for a second for catching recording on Telegraph. You know what I'm saying? We about to start the show, so come on over. Come and join us. About to go down. About to go down. Make sure everything is right. Let's get it. Oh, it's time to
grab the glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kids Magic. This is Kid Magic Rock.
Right.
Shots out. Here we go.
Get it. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors.
Let's toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars.
Gye-Nyame.
Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on. Pour it.
Move your body.
Come on. Stay healthy,
Move.
family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Family, family, family. It is so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course you know this is a Heart of a Simmer production all day and day. And I want to give a round of applause to all the Ujima babies out there. I know you out there. Come on, the Ujima babies, give it up for them, give it up for them. Man, you got to give it up for the Ujima babies. They deserve it, right? Because every principle has its power. And we are on the day of Ujima, and family, I need you to understand that we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Oh, we gotta blow them to smithereens. Right? Right now, family, we are being joined by, I'm sitting up here trying to work with this Telegram piece, trying to figure this out. Hopefully, our stream is up and we are live. Well, it says we're not. But I'm adjusting. We're seeing it says, okay, on one. Okay. Oh, snap. All right, say we offline on. There we go. Let's put it, we're online. We're sending data to our Facebook fam. Right? The private group. Damn. I was about to say I was horribly out of focus. Maybe it's trying to focus on, it got two faces. It's trying to decide on which face to focus on. I don't know. But it better get it together. That's all I know, right? But family, you know, y'all see we working on the 2 black line. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Anybody know who that is? Let me bring her up. Y'all know who that is? Uh-huh. Come on now. I made the shirt for her because this was one of the only, well, let me put it this way. My grandma used to talk about this woman. In fact, she wanted me to go to this school, right? But I was like, I ain't going to no black school. You know what I'm saying? If you got to go to school, she might, but, I didn't listen. But anyway, so, I did this one for my grandma. I'm going to do one. Now, one of the things we're going to offer through Gye-Nyame and through our partnership is we're going to offer you to be able to do, I'm going to give you some examples. We're going to offer you to be able to do your personal family line, right? 2 black, right? Boom. 2 strong, right? And at the same time, you lifting up your family tree, you also supporting Gye-Nyame Journey Media. So you getting something, we getting something, and we're going to be able to grow and prosper together, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to do, listen, I'm about to unleash it. Just unleash the beast. Hi, Tim. Stop, wait. Just unleash it. And that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is on Telegram, I'm going to stop the little piece that I got going on right now. You know, I don't want to, you know, I know people be like, man, you be dinging us, man. You be dinging us all the time. Like, yeah. I'm trying to get up here and build something, right? Build something. But hey, here we go. Make sure you got your Nguzo Saba Challenge Self-Mastery Journal, right? Go to nguzosabachallenge.gnj.media. Once again, matter of fact, let me go and put it up on the screen. We're going to put it up on the screen because we saved it from yesterday. At least I thought we did. I mean, where my recent at? You know what I'm saying? Because it remembers everything. There you go right there. So we're going to put it up. We're going to put it up for the peoples out there. You gone. You get it. Right? Boom, there you go. And nguzosabachallenge.gnj.media. You gone and you could get the black and white edition. You get the hardback for a little bit more. And then you also had a colored edition for those. It's like, I'm serious. Right? I want this. I'm making history. Right? But I'm really excited about the rant for the day. The rant for the day is called, 7 Ways to Create a Positive First Impression and Change People's Perception of You. See, because first impressions, they say first impressions are everything. But what I want to talk to you about is using not only the first impression, getting yourself together for the first impression, but being authentic, because you ain't going to be able to get everybody on your side, because a lot of these books promise you. I'm not promising that. But also, what I'm going to be able to help you do is to change other people's perception of you who have already had a first impression of you. Because some of us, we make first impressions on people, and they are holding us to standards or holding the idea of the old us. How do you introduce people and give them a first impression of the new you? You understand what I'm saying? Because some of us come up out of something. So it's a new way that we have to introduce ourselves to old people, right? You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk a little bit about that, all right? And we're going to get into that. Now, tomorrow, I am looking at what I'm calling deep purpose. And you're like, tomorrow's not purpose. But I need to, because we might need to make that a 2-parter. I'm just looking at it right now. I wrote it down into my in my little journal right now. But, you know, we need to get on to what we need to be doing. How did I switch to that real quick? I don't know how I switched there. Nguzo Saba Challenge, gnj.me. Y'all see I got my little write-ups. So, in nguzosabachallenge.gnj.media, you're going to get your workbook. All right, let's go back. We're going to go to the full screen. Let's go to the full screen. Where you at? There we go, full screen. Come on up. Come on up. We're busting out. We're busting out on the funk. For those that don't know, busting out. I'm busting out a box in the video. But here we go. Got the rain. Somebody reminded me this morning. They're like, Brother Hatim, you ain't had the rain, man. We need to get the rain, man. I said, all right, cool. Get the rain, baby. Get the rain. Let it rain on me. Rain. All right, but here we go. So, Anime, can you get it set up so we can get through this, please? There we go. There we go. See, I forgot to do what I was supposed to do. I've been developing a habit of putting my phone on. I just put it on airplane mode. I don't know why. All right. Put it on airplane mode. You know, I be having people call. They be knowing I'm on my damn show. You know, just go. You know, oh, they ain't following G&J.media, but they be needing my ass, right? They don't follow G&J.media. They're not on the email list. They don't know that I'm live, but they be needing me and shit. Now, y'all see, now, I want to bring up the shirt again. So, we're trying to make sure that the young people know how to do it. So, as you see, this is different from the Marcus Garvey. I was able to get the color into it, not the color in her picture, but I wanted to make sure we had the, you know, the gold to black. You know what I'm saying? Those that know the response, you know the response. But anyway, Anime, if you could, baby, can I have the intro for what we supposed to do now?
It's the proverb time.
Proper time. Here we go. When the threads unite, they can tie up a lion. Tell me, what does it mean to you?
It's the proverb. The proverb of the proverb.
That's a common one. For those of you that's looking for an easy one to remember and that will show itself useful over and over again, that's a real good one. Because the Gye-Nyame, I strongly suggest, especially those people I'm coaching, what are your 10 go-to proverbs? So like I said, if you're in a coaching session with Brother Hatim in the self-mastery, or you becoming a member of Gye-Nyame Journey, or you trying to build, when you build your own tribe, you got your own rules. But while you're going through the training process with us, what is your go-to proverb? What's your go-to folk tales? Because there's certain folk tales that are just super impactful, right? And speaking of that, Anime, if you would, baby, please, if you would. Folk tale time. Get your life together, folk tale time. Folk tale of the day, we got the prophet. A wizard sitting in the marketplace was telling the fortunes of the passers-by when a person ran up in great haste and announced to him that the doors of his house had been broken open and that all his goods were being stolen. He sighed heavily and hastened away as fast as he could run. A neighbor saw him run and said, "Oh, you fellow there. You say you can foretell the fortunes of others. How is it you did not foresee your own?" Damn. Ouch. Ouch. Good God Almighty. That's all I can say. Folk tale of the day is the prophet. Ooh, man. Ouch. That's all. Sometimes that's all you can say is like, ouch. Good God Almighty. All right, so we about to get into the rant of the day. And I'm just looking up something real quick. But we're going to get into it. I ain't had no news this morning. I woke up and, see, because now, one of the things that happened to me, well, I noticed that when I change certain patterns, certain things get hard for me. So it's been hard for me to write. How can I put it? It's been hard for me to write these last couple of days because I've changed my regular routine. What do you mean? Like, for example, I would get up, as y'all know, get up, and I do my writing. Those of you that know me, I get up and do my writing. But part of what I would do with my writing is, let me put it this way. I have been listening to a lot of fiction, enjoying it immensely, but it's making it harder for me to be creative when it comes to writing this stuff, right? You know, because like I said, when I listen to others, it kind of motivates me. I get ideas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I get ideas. I get some real good ideas from other folks because, you know, it's like, you know, hell, I mean, I'm just saying, I get real good ideas. So, in a lot of the nonfiction, I do get them, but if I listen to it for too long, my ideas start drying up, right? Because now I'm thinking about a whole different format. See, addressing you like this, I do need to be able to tell stories, but I'm not just telling stories. I got to mix some practical stuff with the stories, with the proverbs, but when I lean too much into one, I start falling off. So let me go. I got to do this, so I ain't gonna be able to get this. So I go to my favorite Aesop page, and the favorite that I'm talking about is not on my favorite Aesop page. I don't understand it. So, and one of the things that a lot of people got to understand about the Aesop fables is that there are many, many translations. And in these translations, you know what I'm saying, you got some people that say, oh, this is an Aesop fable. You got other people say that's not an Aesop fable. And it's all good. You know what I'm saying? The longer you get the lesson. So I had to send myself the Aesop. But now, Anime Baby, if you would, could you get everything ready for me? Because we about to jump off into this rant. Can I get the war horn, please? War horn has sounded. Can I get my theme music, please? I'm thinking all the time. Let me get my coffee. Writing prompts coming. So you had your folktale, you had your proverb. Now, so you got those writing prompts. Now you about to get your other writing prompts. I'm getting my coffee. Getting ready. Can I get my timer? Thank you, Anime. Let's get it. Now, here we go, fam. Here we go. So, the discussion today is 7 ways to create a positive first impression and change people's perceptions of you. Right? See, now, with working with Ujima, working with the principles, right, I got to be able to take these principles and get them to be able to fit into the world that you are in and use them, as our ancestors call it, as a lure to mastery. I'm luring you into your culture. Because many of us, we're not into our thing. We're into others' things. And others are benefiting. I'm trying to get you to see, hey, I need to focus on my stuff. We need to focus on our stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to lure you in. So I'm using some of the techniques. I'm learning new techniques, like, you know what I'm saying, lists and stuff like that, and questions that can, you know, that might take up a little time, but give you writing prompts and give you an opportunity to be like, damn, my culture is useful. So using Ujima, because a lot of us work in team environments. A lot of us exist in team spaces, or even they're using the term tribe in the business area, in business mode. So I'm coming at you talking about Ujima, the magic of Ujima, and the importance of impressions. The importance of impressions, right? Because people say first impression is the most important impression. You know what I'm saying? Now, to a certain extent, I agree. If you are interacting with a person in the capacity of master servant position, and you need that position, then first impressions are the most important impressions. But coming from an authentic place is kind of hard in a world of make-believe. What do you mean a world of make-believe? We are talking about a world that will give a entity the rights of a human being without the possible consequences of a human being. A corporation, these business, we make these terrible beings, these terrible deities that are able to rip apart the world without any personal responsibility. And even the people that are involved in these institutions don't have to take personal responsibility, because I'm just doing what I was instructed to do, and everybody could blame somebody else, but nobody ultimately get the blame. So we can have terrible environmental catastrophes, and absolutely nobody is held liable. We can have total markets totally just plummet and crash, and millions of people are robbed of money that they worked their whole life, and no one is held responsible. So we develop these institutions that can act in psychopathic methods, right? And many of us try to fit in to those, you know what I'm saying, into those systems. So if I'm moving into that system, my first impression got to be the best impression. I got to impress a psychopath, or I got to impress a brain cell of a psychopathic organization so that I can fit in. Now, being authentic may not work for that. And what I'm talking about is the first impressions that we're making when you interviewing for a tribe, when you interviewing into moving into a community, when you're interviewing and when you're meeting people who may be of high impact for the rest of your life, when you're meeting with like-minded people, when you're meeting with people that you're going to sharpen your swords against, right? Making these impressions. See, because the first impression oftentimes does not need to be the best impression, right? You can start off on your good foot, right? But you might not even know who you are. So a lot of times, those of us that are in the type of situations that I'm in, I have to realize that some people that come at me aren't coming at me on their best foot because they don't even know what their best foot is. So I have to be open-minded to allow them when they reapproach me so that I could be able to see who they have become when they come to me. I understand what you were saying to me right now. Back then, Brother Hatem, I understand what you were saying to me. All right? So 7 ways to create a positive first impression and change people's perception of it. All right? So I'm gonna give you the 7. I promise. I'm gonna give you the 7. But I want you to understand that the first impression is very simple to get. You know what I'm saying? Because it's basic home grooming that has to take place. Like, for example, my grandparents taught me to always speak to people. What do you mean, always speak? I mean, this is basic home training. And unfortunately, since it's not in the home, now we got to move it out into the community, back into the tribe, and then so that they could trickle back to home. Then maybe the two or three generations below me right now. You know what I'm saying? They're coming up, they'll learn it so that they can make sure they pass it on into their home, right? Because a lot of the grown folks that's out here now don't know it. You need to be able to speak to people. Good morning, how you doing? Good morning, and how are you doing? You would be surprised how powerful just actually opening up a conversation with somebody can be. First impressions, right? Now, this will work in the business environment, and this works in the tribal environment. See, when I greet you, and when I'm trying to, in a sense, impress you, the best way that you could go about by impressing people is by allowing them to talk about themselves. How you doing today? They'll talk the whole time and be like, oh, he's a marvelous conversationalist. Oh, had a very good, I feel good about him. After you leave them, they feel good about themselves. And that feeling that they have about themselves will transfer to you. Now, but Brother Hatem, I've been in situations where I have made a horrible first impression. How do I change that? I'm gonna help you out real quick. You don't change it through the person that you initially met. You change your impression of the impression people have of you in the circles that you are presently in, and build up those circles so that eventually someone in that circle that knows the new you eventually runs into that person that knew you when you were a plebe, that knew you when you were disrespectful. And they could be like, oh, yeah, I know him. Yeah, oh, yeah, I wasn't that impressed. What you mean? Oh, well, wow, that's a different person. You have somebody else that has experienced the more mature you, the more learned you, that can go on and open those doors for you, that could go and reintroduce you to this person. You understand? So but this takes work because you have to build up your circle, right? And move yourself, because sometimes this requires humbleness. Because sometimes some of us don't want to backtrack, but oftentimes in order for us to be successful, we have to be willing to backtrack so that we can move back up through the circles that we need to go through. Whether we're talking about tribe building or whether we're talking about becoming part of a psychopathic organization that destroys the world and destroys people's lives. Also known as a corporation. But I'm sorry. I digress. All right, so now let's get to it. Here are some of the questions. Let's wrestle with some of these questions. Here are a few questions to wrestle with. Get out your writing prompts. Come on, writing prompts. Come on. Get out your notebook. Get out your journal. As you see, right? Got that journal. Question number 1. Wrestle with one or all of them. What is the first impression that you would like to change? What is it about when you first meet somebody that you would like to change? Right? You've been in those situations. Go back in your mind. What is it that makes you cringe when you think about how you introduced yourself to somebody? Whether it was a business acquaintance, whether it was an old friend, whether it was somebody you was trying to date, right? What would you change about that? And you can start working that and because you need to build up a routine. You need to build up a practice, right? What do you mean, Brother Hatim? This process of developing the impressions that you want people to carry about you is a practice that you can start creating in your life. Like, we talk about the meditations, we talk about the writing in your journal, we talk about self-mastery, talk about breathing through your nose, we talk about increasing the water intake, but we also can work on things that establishes us or establish a pattern within us so that when we meet people, we can be impressive. Like, for example, the way we sit. You need to start setting anchors, reminders around you in your private time of sitting up a rack, like you royal. You know what I'm saying? Set up little things that'll remind you of your royalty, if you're going to call yourself royal or you're learned or whatever term you got for yourself. You need to set up little things around you that can help remind you of that. Whether it's posters, whether it's writing things on mirrors, wherever you could put them, even at your workspace. You could take a piece of paper and put it on the entrance to your cubicle, or put it on the entrance to your door, so that every time you look at that, it's a signal. You could wear certain jewelry, so every time you look in the mirror, you see it. You can wear your hair in a certain way, where every time you look at it, it reminds you of who you are supposed to be, so that you can start ingraining the habits that you want. Sitting up straight, breathing through your nose, learning to listen, remembering to listen, not waiting to talk, but actually listening to somebody, you know what I'm saying, so that you can have an intelligent response that brings more up out the other person. People just want to be heard. All right, so here we go. How has your first impression? How has your first impression been on other people? From your history, how has your first impression been? You know what I'm saying? Have you been doing okay? Have you been batting 100, or you been striking out? Right about a time when you had to make an impression on someone. All right? What is one good thing you have noticed that others do that leaves you feeling good about them after your first meeting? So have there been first meetings where you sat down with somebody and you just met them, but then, after they left, you felt real good? What was it that they did? I'm telling you what they probably did. They probably let you talk about you. Because a lot of people don't want to hear about you. They want you to hear about them. But when you run into somebody that allows you to talk about you, right? And then y'all exchanging information, and they're extracting, and they're making you think deeper about yourself, and they're paying attention, and they're learning about you. Oh, give that person a check. Cut me the check. Cut the check. But here we go. The impression you leave for others is just as important, if not more important, than the actual message that you are sending. And this is the principle of Ujima. Ujima literally means collective work of responsibility. Setting a good impression is an act of working in concert with your audience, with your tribe, with your collective. See, now also realizing, so in your habit building, realize that your first impression is not just you, but you are representing your family, and you are representing your tribe. And is this the idea that they carry away of you? Does this reflect positively on those that's coming behind you? See, a lot of us don't want to deal with that, right? Don't want to deal. It's all about us. Get up out to you. It's not about you. You selfish. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I was about to push Jones. I was about to ask Jones to help me out, but I don't want to insult you right now. You know what I'm saying? Setting a good impression is an act of working in concert with your audience, the collective, your family, your tribe, and helping them to recognize your value and importance. What value do you bring? You know what I'm saying? When you bring a listening ear, that's a big value, especially in a tribe of people who have been oppressed, a tribe of people who have been used to serving other people and having to be able to cater to other people, and nobody really giving a damn about your humanity. Somebody that could get in there and really listen, family, you bring a value that's worth paying for. I'm just trying to let y'all know right now, you don't, if you don't listen now, you're going to pay me later. I'm just trying to let y'all know. Listen now, pay me later, because listen, I'm telling you right now, less than 15% of the people open up the emails that I'm sending out every day. Now, these very emails that I'm sending people out that they're going to get for free, that they ain't going to be able to find in their inbox in 3 months, is going to be the workbook that I put together for the 21-week training. I'm letting people know. I'm being straight up honest with you. The very segments that y'all see me recording for the last few weeks are going to be used in a 21-week training that people are going to pay between $2,500 and $3,000 to participate in. I'm letting y'all know in advance. Right? So are you. A lot of y'all, those of you that's in here, you getting it. Those of you that's been listening on a regular basis, you getting it. But others ain't. Because they don't understand. Right? I'm bringing value. In many ways, I'm listening. I'm listening to those people that are around me. I'm listening. And not only am I listening with what you're saying, I'm listening to what you are doing. That means I'm watching and I'm studying and I'm seeing what we need as a tribe. I'm seeing what we need as a people. I'm seeing what we need as a community. And I'm bringing it back to you. What I heard you say was, I get that from one of my younger brothers, real good at. So what I hear you saying is, what I see you saying is, right? But anyway, so I'm bringing value and importance and helping them and help people realize their value and importance. My job as a self-mastery coach, my job as a tribal leader is to make sure that each member of my tribe operates at their full, at their best, and help them move to it, or I am a failure. So my success is linked with your success. This is why I have to make sure that everybody that's in the tribe is very serious and understand that the simple shit that you're doing for other people, and I know I'm going off right now. The very shit that you're doing for other people, if you apply to doing it for yourself, you will be having the time of your life. The time that we're putting into writing papers for other people, the time that we're putting in for doing business for other people, the time that we're putting in for creating shit for other people, the time we're doing for doing workshops for other groups and other people, right? If we applied that to us, we did it for us, we would be living an easy life right now. We be on that train trip that Brother Hatem been talking about for the last few years. We be living in that apartment complex that I've been talking about getting, that would be damn near totally off the grid in the middle of the goddamn city, almost totally off the grid, because it could be done. You can buy an apartment complex for $1 million, and if you are able to raise that type of money and get a big enough complex, you are able to go and make that motherfucker almost totally off the grid. With the solar technology that we have right now, with the ability to collect rainwater and snow and the ability to garden, you will be able to create damn near a paradise in the middle of a city. But hey, I'm just crazy. But anyway, setting a good impression is an act of working in concert with your audience, the collective, and helping them recognize your value and importance. That's what you got to do with your first impression. This requires preparation, thought, and practices, as well as active investments in relationships. When done well, it can help pay huge dividends in the form of greater interpersonal influence. Here are 7 tips to help you make a good impression. All right? Acknowledge. When you are, and this ain't even just about making impressions, this is just in general. Acknowledge other people. Good morning. Family. Y'all don't even understand how far a morning greeting has gotten me. How many friends, how much assistance, how far. I honestly believe that the simple lesson my grandparents gave me, along with mediocre grades, got me a full ride at Ohio State. Because when I went and spoke with some of the people that was recruiting for Ohio State, I didn't have the best grades, but I spoke to them. Good morning, how y'all doing today? Oh, we good, how you? I mean, and they was literally shocked. I was like, damn. And after that, you know, they was off asking me questions. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boom, boom, boom. I said, wow. Right? Acknowledge other people. Acknowledge the value of other people. Acknowledge who they are. Find out about them. Right? Acknowledge. Knowledge. You get knowledge about them. You know what I'm saying? Get involved in a conversation with them. Be involved in the listening. Be an active listener. Get involved. Ask the questions. And number 3, listen. Deep listening. Not, I'm waiting for my turn to talk. Unless y'all all have that type of relationship. Right? But listen. Listen for understanding. Listen for knowledge. Then you want to add to the group's value. Now, whatever group, whatever tribe, whatever you're trying to get to, when you listening, they will start letting you know what their needs are. Once you are able to decipher what the needs are, you can show how you can add value. Actually, just by listening and allowing that to come out, because they might not even realize what they really need. They might be hiring for this, but in the conversation, if you listen, acknowledge, involve, listen, right? You will be able to hear what it is that they really need, and you will be able to talk to that and possibly come in on a better foot than you thought. Keep true to your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. I'll call back to check in with y'all to see how this went, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Want to meet again? Do it. And make physical connection as well as a mental one. Make sure, like I said, that, you greet them. Handshakes. If hugs is in it, nowadays you got to be careful. In the culture I'm in, we do a lot of hugging. We do, we do a lot of embracing. We do a lot of handshaking. You know what I'm saying? You see what's allowed in the culture that you're trying to get into, and you make that physical connection. Another physical connection that has nothing to do with touch is contact, eye contact. Listening is a connection, right? It's a physical connection. You're receiving vibrations from them by listening to what they're saying. And if in that culture eye contact is allowed, you're making eye contact, right? Number 7, be passionate about what you are doing and standing for, doing it with integrity. Be passionate, right? See, when you listen, when you acknowledge, involve, listen. You figure out what the group need, you add value to that group, you keep true to your word, you make physical connections. You're already there. But then when you bring what it is that you came to bring, you bring it with a passion. You have listened to them. Now, because check this out. You done listened to them. So now it's your turn. So when it's your turn, they are going to open up and they are going to listen like no one else has ever listened to. You know why? Because you have given them something that everybody, I need an intimate connection. And not going to bed, family. A lot of people are just starved for attention. I'll never forget the greeting in that movie Avatar. Not the one about Yang, that horrible movie that was I'm shut up. But Avatar with the blue people and their greeting, I see you. How many people out here want to be seen? How many people out here want to be heard? And when you give them that, what they return to you, family, is amazing. So be passionate about what you are doing and standing for doing it with integrity. You do it as a whole. Integrity means coming as a whole, right? Integrity, honesty, and respect. Or as we say in Gye-Nyame, honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. So I should have put that, but I ain't want to, over Gye-Nyamify it. Honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. Do it with integrity, honesty, and respect. Be honest to yourself and other people in what you are saying and doing. Brand yourself. If you're going to be branded, do the goddamn branding, family. Brand yourself in a balanced manner. Because I don't like using terms positive. Because you got all this, too much positive without, we exist in a plane of balance. Your life is the balance between the positive and negatives. At one point in time, you got more positive than negative. At other times, you got more negative than balance, more negative than positive. And then every now and then, they balance out. Well, you all cool. And then you know what I'm saying? You got that constant flow. Is that figure eight that I was talking about with that reciprocity? I'm going to stop. They're connected. So, all right, family. So now I got to go explore because tomorrow we're going to be bringing some deep purpose shit. Part 1. All right. But hey, Anime, did I do it? Did I do it, girl? Oh, Anime said we did it. Can I have my theme music? thinking all the time. You're damn right. Thinking all the time. So I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes, get y'all stuff together. I need to get myself together, get stuff squared away so that we could go and move forward at Gye-Nyame Journey and go out to my adventure. I'm really looking excited because I can't wait to bring this information forward to the young people that do listen. There's some young people out there that just getting it, and I'm loving it. All right, so here we go.
Minute by minute.
Minute by minute.
Hour by hour.
Hour by hour.
You lose your history.
You lose your history.
You lose your power.
You lose your power.
Minute by minute.
Minute by minute.
Hour by hour.
Hour by hour.
You lose your faith.
You lose your faith.
You lose your power.
You lose your power.
If it is to be,
If it is to be,
it's up to me.
it's up to me.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about the people around me.
I feel good about the people around
I
me.
feel goodness all around me.
I feel goodness all around me.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
Cause I walk with good.
Cause I walk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I am good.
And I am good.
And that feels real good.
And it feels real good.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
Your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 I'd like to call on the ancestors and the Creator to watch over us as we do this African pledge. I pledge allegiance to my people,
I pledge allegiance to my people.
the African race,
The African race.
the original man and woman of the planet Earth,
The original man and woman of the planet Earth.
and the founders of civilization.
And the founders of civilization.
I pledge to continue the struggle,
I pledge to continue to struggle,
which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters
which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters
to total freedom.
to total freedom.
I pledge to study and discipline myself,
I pledge to study and discipline myself,
spiritually, mentally, and physically,
spiritually, mentally, and physically,
so I may grow into a soldier for justice.
so I may grow into a soldier for justice.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
If I am challenged,
If I am challenged,
I must say I will not surrender
I must say I will not surrender
my position or my dignity.
my position or my dignity,
But instead I will endure
but instead I will endure
until the final victory is won.
until the final victory is won.
Hold tap.
Hold tight. Minute by minute,
Hour by hour.
hour by hour,
You lose your history.
you lose your history,
You lose your power.
you lose your power.
Minute by minute.
Minute by minute,
Hour by hour.
hour by
You
hour,
lose your faith.
you lose your faith,
You lose your power.
you lose your power.
If it is to be,
If it is to be,
it's up to me.
it's up to me.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about the people around me.
I feel good about the people around
I
me.
feel goodness all around me.
I feel goodness all around
And
me.
it will follow me for the rest of my life.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
Cause I walk with good.
Cause I walk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I am good.
And I am good.
And that feels real good.
And it feels real good.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
Your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people. people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 Harambe. Harambe.
Right on time. Took me a little bit longer, but I had to get my lunch together and get Gina G to start the car. But let's go and do this toast. We're gonna toast this moment, lift up this moment, lift up this moment. That's what we gonna do. Man, I forgot to put on the water for my multi-purpose breakfast soup. Because what I figured out is that I could I do the soup for miso soup for breakfast, and I got a steamer at the job. So like I said, I'm thinking about taking some rice today. I got some frozen vegetables. I'm gonna mix them in, right? Throw that miso soup in instead of the water, and allow it to cook into the rice. Get out of here, right? Anyway, we lift up our glass. We salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass and we say the word of power around these parts, and that's Ashe. Alright, thank you, Anime. Now, we're going to go and we're going to lift up our ancestors. We do on a daily basis here, Gye-Nyame Journey. For those of you that wanted to add your ancestor list, you need to get on our email list, right? Go to gnj.media. You see it on the screen right now. Go to gnj.media. And you should be able to click the link to be able to go and join our email list. Also, from that page, you'll be able to join our 7-day e-course, free e-course. Also, you can go to Gye-Nyame.com, and get on our email list. Once you are on our email list, you'll receive an email, and it will certify that you want to receive email from Gye-Nyame Journey, and you'll receive a daily email for now. So what I'm finding out is that a lot of people are not reading the emails. So I'm sending out a lot of emails, and I'm only getting like 13 to 15% people turn over, and that's cool. But like I said, so what that means is I'm sending out too many emails. I'm moving too fast, and I'm going to slow down. I just need to get this 140 some odd straight days together, and then like I said, a lot of y'all, you don't even have to worry about hearing about me no more. Because what's going to start to happen as new people start coming in, you know what I'm saying, I have a whole nother list that they're going to be able to be part of, and I will send stuff out to them because they'll want to hear from me on a daily basis. We lift up our glass, right? We salute our personal ancestors as we do every day here on Gye-Nyame Journey, right? I'm coming out with the personal ancestor shirts, y'all. It's about to go down. Lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, we're going to lift up our glass. And what we lifting our glass up to? We're lifting up our glass to this moment. We are in the moment of Ujima. Family, recognize the power that you have in this moment. Are you utilizing it for all that it is worth? Are you acting within all that you are worth? Are you the best you that you can be? Or are you moving towards that? Or are you just sitting around? You know what I'm saying? Are you doing anything progressive? Anything to move yourself, your family, your tribe, your community, your village forward? Then if not, shame on you. But hey, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to, you join us here at Gye-Nyame Journey and we can help you out. All right? You know what I'm saying? Get on that free e-course. Free GNJecourse.com. That's free GNJecourse.com. Lift up our glass and what we say. No, we ain't done yet. We own Ujima, and as I ask everybody on a daily basis, open up your reticular formation and seek out Ujima. Seek out Ujima. Find it. Talk about Ujima. Share Ujima. Right? Make sure that people understand what it is you're talking about. We're going to lift it up. We're going to salute. Right? From dear family, We need to recognize that for those that don't speak the language, Ujima, the closest that we could come to it in English is collective work and responsibility, but it's much, much more. Righteousness is the modic principle, which you need in order to work Ujima. Respect is, what we teach in M7. Blue is the color, as you can see by the sleeves of my shirt. I got on the blue Blunt Talk shirt, but I got the shirt too black. Can anybody tell me who this is on my shirt? When the thing goes off, y'all see. Can somebody write in the comments who this is on my shirt, please? Y'all know who that is, who that beautiful black woman is? Vibration. Y'all see her? Vibration is the Hermetic principle. Male name is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. We lift up our glass, we salute, and we say, Ashe. And then we move to our children's children, onto infinity. We lift up our glass, and guess what we say? We say Ashe. And we also lift up all of those tribal and family members who are in need of our energy. We're sending our energy out to them. We send our energy out to them on a daily basis. We have Brother Kwesi Lowe. We got Elder Tony West. We have Elder Debbie Bowie. We also want to toast up their support systems, right? We're lifting it up. Now, family, if you want to get your ancestors on the list and you want to get people on the list that we toast on a daily piece and send out that balanced healing energy, join the email list. And like I said, once you start getting the emails, you can interact with us, right? Lift up our glass, we say, Ashe. All right, we started with the creator, we end with the creator, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, in, because this is our thing. And of course, you can see it on my shirt. We say, too black. Can't hear y'all. What's going on? All right. Can't hear him. Is it me? All right. Anyway, I should at least feel the vibe. I don't feel the vibe. But anyway, family, we're going to end. And we're going to end. Of course, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to end on a simple end today. There you go. Say what? Say what, Hot Tim? That's right. We on our way out, fam. On our way out.
Mr. Diddy.
I gotta get out. Peace.